Three Spider-Men with many similarities, but even more differences that set them apart and give each their own unique identity. But which one is the best? And which actor played the greatest Spider-Man in cinematic history? Let's dive in. Of course, we're going to analyze this based on specific elements and criteria, but before we do that, let's briefly introduce each of them. Number 1. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. The first and one of the most beloved Spider-Men in cinema. His films portrayed a completely old-school Spider-Man with no high-tech gadgets. He's in love with the girl next door, Mary Jane Watson, and across 3 movies, their relationship has been full of ups and downs. His best friend? Harry Osborn. And just like the others, his best friend's father turns out to be one of his greatest enemies, Green Goblin. Number 2. Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. A quiet, highly intelligent kid from the 80s who gets bitten by a radioactive spider in his school's lab. This is where his Spider-Man journey begins. Unlike Tobey's Peter, he falls in love with his classmate, Gwen Stacy. One of the biggest differences? His web shooters are completely handmade, thanks to his intelligence. But what truly sets Andrew's Spider-Man apart is the emotional weight of his story. The tragic romance between Peter and Gwen delivers a heartbreaking impact that few superhero films can match. When I first saw Gwen's death scene, I was depressed for days. Number 3. Tom Holland's Spider-Man. The most different Spider-Man of them all. A shy high school kid whose entire superhero journey is unlike the others. From his powers to his suit, everything about him is distinct. He heavily relies on Iron Man, and even his love interest, MJ Michelle Jones, is completely different from Mary Jane or Gwen Stacy. Tom's suit is high-tech, filled with advanced AI and powerful weapons, something that makes him completely different from the classic comic book Spider-Man. Now, the big question: who is the best Spider-Man? Before we compare, let me make one thing clear. This is entirely subjective. No matter what film ratings say, your favorite Spider-Man depends on what you personally enjoy about the character. My job is to compare, and your job is to comment and decide which one is the most popular. Category 1. Strength and power. When it comes to raw strength, there's no doubt the strongest Spider-Man is Tobey Maguire. Just think about him stopping that train or fighting Venom. His version of Spider-Man feels bigger, stronger, and more intense, giving off a more serious and mature vibe. That's why older audiences tend to prefer him, while some find Tom Holland's Spider-Man too childish. But honestly, hating on Tom's version just for that isn't fair either. Category 2. Fun and emotion. If you're looking for an action-packed Spider-Man with a deep romantic story, then Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man is your pick. The tragic love story between Peter and Gwen is unmatched, and the chemistry between Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone was simply phenomenal. When Gwen died, I felt a level of heartbreak that no other superhero movie had ever given me. Category 3. World building and evolution. Tom Holland's Spider-Man exists in a bigger universe. He was connected to the Avengers, fought alongside Iron Man and Captain America, and was part of massive crossover events, just like in the comics. If you love a larger, interconnected world, Tom's version offers something that the other two don't. But his biggest flaw? His dependence on Iron Man. Without Tony Stark, he wouldn't have had his high-tech suit or many of his big heroic moments. Unlike Tobey and Andrew, who built themselves up alone, Tom's Peter always had help. Some fans feel like this takes away from Spider-Man's independent spirit. So, who's the best Spider-Man? It all comes down to your preference. Do you want a powerful, mature, and intense Spider-Man? Tobey Maguire, a mix of action and deep emotional storytelling? Andrew Garfield, a modern, high-tech Spider-Man in a massive universe? Tom Holland. Each of them brings something unique, and as a true Spider-Man fan, you'll probably enjoy all of their movies, from Tobey's first film to Tom's latest appearances. Whether it's the humor, the action, or the heartbreaking moments, Spider-Man will always deliver. So, what do you think? My personal favorite is Andrew Garfield, but I want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who is the ultimate Spider-Man? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your support means everything. And just to clarify, This wasn't about who is the strongest Spider-Man, but who is the best overall based on different elements. That's it for today. See you in the next video.
Goodbye.